Hello everybody, my name is Anthem and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as United States. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we're still at war with Haiti. That war should be finishing pretty soon. It would be over a little bit faster if I didn't do something stupid and, you know, move troops out of the province by accident. But it looks like we can actually put Vietnam in our sphere. Fantastic. So, you know, that's basically the first person we put in our sphere, right? We have a handful, you know, Texas and Brazil, but really, this is how we're going to be colonizing most of the world for right now. You're cordial and you're still trying to get more influence. Like, who else is like a decent-sized country? 39,000, 50,000. Like, Java, but that's actually owned by the Dutch. Well, the Spanish do have the Philippines. But the way the Philippines works is that actually would take like 15, 16 influence to take the entirety of the Philippines. We might even get those also in the Spanish-American War, so no reason even, once again, pay attention to that at all. Japan. They're already cordial with us, so we might as well just throw all our points into them. You know, historically, that's what the United States did, so if anything, we're just playing out history. You know, history that involves us annexing all of North and South America. I feel like we haven't been making a lot of progress, but it's like a, what am I trying to think of? It's a snowball. It'll build up more and more until we have such a big army that we can do whatever the hell we want. Do we have any more Yankee troops? We do have two. We have 3 more Yankee infantry. Fantastic. Because once again, I do want to kind of just ignore Dixie troops. I gave my explanation in the last episode. But I don't want to... when the South rises up, I don't want to deal with too many guys. Oh, now you like to surrender. Oddly enough. I don't know why you're willing to surrender now, but we'll annex you. This is like entirely... Well, I say do not extend slavery. No reason to extend slavery. You guys go down here. I'm assuming those are they Haitian nationalists? Yeah, no, that's not too surprising. So I guess we'll just, like, leave a small token garrison over here. You guys combine. You go to New York, I'm pretty sure that's where the... Oh, no, I want to get rid of these other rally points as well. So, just rally to New York. Send those guys there as well. I want you to go with New Orleans, annex, or combine with those ships there. Of course, the British, they have a 39 stack here. Like, we can't fight Britain. Which is, oh, we can also make a lot of states. Actually, if anything, do we just want to get the Civil War to fire as soon as possible? We might... That actually might be the plan. Is just fire the Civil War ASAP. There we go. So a lot more free states. These guys down here, I'm pretty sure, are pretty mad at us. You know, well... You know, unsurprisingly, the slaves aren't very happy. But basically, 10 consciousness across the board. Not a lot of militancy, though. They're not actually too mad at us. You know, to actually, like, start shooting at us or anything like that. But they're very conscious of the fact that I've kind of gone completely against the, what is the other thing I'm even thinking of? The Kansas and Nebraska Act. I've kind of just ignored that, mostly. I think, at least. Not too sure. We can make another. We can make American Kansas. You can also be a free state. And, of course, the more free states you have as well, the, kind of the better it is for you. Just because there'll be... When you make more free states, less people are going to be angry at you. If there's more free states, it's kind of like a... It's a self-feeding system. What can we do? Well, there's some clever little things you can do with the game. More specifically with jingoism. So if we have cores, for example, that just aren't ours, we can justify more CBs. So it would actually almost make sense in a weird kind of way, is when we get the Manifest Destiny CBs, just to not actually use them. Because it'll make our country more right-wing. And when fascism shows up, we'll be very, very fascist, which is really, really good for expansion. So we're probably going to want to become a fascist dictatorship at some point in the future. Well, maybe not. The way the United States works is if we do that, the country might split up into like 1,000 little pieces. Because there's like a Disunited States event that'll happen if you become a dictatorship. But either way, we want to kind of have a handful of cores that aren't ours. But we'll see, we'll see. Because yeah, like, if we don't want to become a dictatorship, then not having those cores will definitely make it a lot harder to keep a stable population. So maybe we'll take over like all of Mexico. We'll see. We shall see. I'm just hoping these guys don't rise up. 192,000 people in Haiti. And there's how many people in Haiti? There are 200. So that's about 2/3 of the population are very, very unhappy with our annexation here. Do they have? Because this actually is a state too. It's not a colony. So will they assimilate? No, I don't think so. They're not happy. They are not happy with us. There we go. We got a decent little navy going on here. 2 transport ships. We probably do want to even build a few more transport ships, honestly. Just so we can kind of move troops around a little bit easier. So, Brazil. Where can we go? So we have 16. But we can't... With this British army, we can't do anything. We can't go over the infamy limit purely because of Britain. With this 39 stack, and I'm assuming there's probably like another big stack somewhere around here, maybe in like Toronto or something, they could kind of just like wipe the floor with us. We actually need cannons in this army. Can we build some cannons that are Yankee? I can build 1. How about you just go over here? Go reinforce that. And I think most of our navy is done. There's a handful of ships left, but after that, everything should be good to go. And there's nothing I can really do here, because if the Dutch became a great power, then sure, we could do something there. If they replace the Ottomans, the British won't be able to intervene, because, they won't be friendly towards the Dutch anymore. They might still be allied to Spain. I think Spain's a good target, I think. Like, even just taking, like, a Spanish colony in, like... Well, there's actually not a lot of... There's no Spanish colonies in Africa. But having a Spanish colony in Africa, for example, would be good. Because when we eventually need to start colonizing, it will be beneficial. And what's the cap on soldiers? I think it's about 3%. And that's when no more are going to assimilate into that faction. Not into that faction, into that role. So once they hit about 3%, then we're going to want to shift over. And actually at 2.9 and 2.75, I think actually that's probably a good time to start doing it now. So, Hispaniola. Well, they won't rebel against us. But they might join... They might join the... They might join a rebellion against us. So maybe we don't want to recruit any troops down here. Like, how many guys in this area are soldiers? Only 0.9%, so that's not enough to actually build anybody. And I believe, yeah, we can only put you in our sphere. So now we've got a little chunk of Japan. And I think when they unify... Well, you're partially westernized. Imperial Japan and Shogunate Japan. We will support, I guess, you know, they're already in our sphere and stuff, so we will kind of support them. But they're partially westernized already. But if anything, I want to slow down Japanese westernization, don't I? So that they stay in my sphere for longer and don't become a great power. So who else? Who is next in my my sphering game? Like this guy down here, but what do you make? You just make fruit. You're not really like that useful. Like there's not any factories in any of these countries that I'm influencing, which is definitely an issue. Of course, there are like tobacco, cotton, and stuff like that, so that is good. You know, even though we're hostile with you, Egypt, I think you are who I'm going to influence now. It's weird. We're just kind of influencing whoever the hell we want. Just, you know, influence anybody. It doesn't matter. But ooh, there's an election going on. Who will win? I think the I think the Democrats have like all of the votes. American Wyoming, absolutely do not extend slavery. Thank you. I don't like how all these states and all these provinces are just like perfect squares. This one's an L. I don't like it. I like the more, you know, more natural shaped ones like over here in the east. Yeah, I save a lot of money as well. What can I do with you? Increase military spending, education, and administration spending? Oh, that sounds like a great idea. There we go. Hopefully now we can get an entire educated population. Actually, if anything, we want to probably educate the people of Hispaniola, don't we? Yeah, their literacy rate's actually terrible. So instead of Massachusetts, get intellectuals in Hispaniola. Try to educate these, get them literate. Because, yeah, they did take a decent chunk out of our literacy rate. And I would like to get that back. And how long until you're done? Actually, very far away still. Everybody's very moralist. We're not going to support atheism in 1840. It's probably not going to work out too well for us. And you can see our administration's efficiency is very much increasing. Which one of you is RGO output? Well, revolt risk right now is not very good. A lot of people in the south aren't very happy with us right now. The south also isn't very well administered. For some reason, Middle America, fantastic. We're on top of that. But everywhere else, I mean, I guess it's in like a town of like 2,000 people. It probably is pretty easy to administer. It's not even a town. It's the entire area has 2,000 people in it. Oh, Rio Grande. Oh, no. Rio Grande. You are who I'm actually going to try to, sorry, Egypt. For right now, Rio Grande is my priority. I know, but we can't, I don't think we can do anything. We can't intervene in their war. So, you know, never mind. Sorry, where's Egypt? Where are you? We'll influence you again. Because I kind of forgot we have a truce with Mexico and we can't do anything. So Rio Grande, you're just kind of dead. At best, we can... Oh, acquire a state. You actually are 2 states? You are 2 states. Huh. Move down here. Give me military access. But it would take almost a year. It would take almost a year for us to even get to CB. Well, it won't take a year. It'll take... No, it will take a year. Can we... There's no way we can do that, right? No, like, that's just too long, and... Mexico has 8 brigades to 1. You know, never mind. That's not going to work. Disappointingly enough. Now, why are you at war with China? Is the Opium War happening? Oh, it is the Opium War. Negotiated on unequal treaty. I'm hoping that the Qing can actually win this. You know, we're going to subsidize the Qing a little bit against the British. I do want Britain to lose. You know, having a humiliating defeat for them would absolutely be in our best best national interest. Once again, any more troops we can build? No, they're all Dixie. We could just make them, like, awful units. No, we can't build a regular... Apparently... Oh, can you only make a regulars out of non... I guess you can only make a regulars out of, like, non-accepted cultures. Well, which one are you a bad? 5-4, 6-5, 4-4. We're just gonna make them all cavalry. So at least that they're troops. But, on the other hand, they're bad troops. So... Oh, you need grain. Okay, well, we'll buy, like, a small stockpile of grain. Grain's cheap. Get, like, a minimum stockpile. 67. Doesn't really matter. Prestige gain, fantastic. But now we need to start getting to state and government. I do want Manifest Destiny. We got about a year and a half. When are you going to be done? July of 1842? Yeah, no, that's about exactly on time for when we would want to do that. I'm just hoping that Texas... Well, actually, what I want Texas to declare war on Rio Grande and take over this one province. That would be the best case scenario. But Texas doesn't have an army. So... I don't know what they will do. Or what they even can do. We're down to 15.5. Egypt can get into our sphere. Or not into our sphere. We can make them... Oh, but make them neutral because they're... Oh, no, not they're only opposed. Oh, yeah, they were hostile to us. Right. Really were not happy with us. So okay, so Democrats won. 55 to 43. Getting down to the wire here. So when we hit 14, I'm going to probably try to take a state from somebody. But I don't know who. We're all allied to these people. But I'm assuming they're not allied to anybody else. They're allied to Peru. Colombia's allied to nobody. We could just take Panama. Because at some point that's going to be important. Where's your capital? Yeah, it's in Bogota. Well, where's your population, Colombia? It's mostly in this area. Oh, and there's actual gold there. So I think that's what we're going to do. When we hit... We're going to dissolve our alliance because I don't need you anymore. But when we hit 14 infamy, we're going to take over the state. Take over this part of the northern Colombia. So Venezuela, you want to just give me military access? So I can start moving troops down there eventually. And having Venezuela help us out in this war will definitely, help us. It's going to be a little bit, a little bit of a mess. But... No, Colombia, I don't want your alliance. I have a very... You're not going to be happy with my plans for you. That's all I've got to say here. You are going to be very, very upset with me. Our Navy is probably costing us a ton, right? How much would it cost? Oh, it would cost us like 800 pounds a day to actually maintain this fleet. And we can actually build 4 transports. Isn't that nice? 1, 2, 3... No, don't build those, actually. Build the... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, they're 2, right? Each? Yeah, we'll build 2 transports then. We could get rid of these 2, and then just have build 1 more steam transport, but that's probably not really worth it, is it? Actually, can we build? No, almost all these guys already have a port. You don't. Expand a naval base here. Naval base. Naval base. We already one there. Build one in a mobile. Build one here. You already have one. And I believe that's all of the places we could build a, Yeah, okay, because you already have a port as well. Oh, wait, no, we have to get state and government as well. So actually, 1842 is way too soon. That's not going to happen. It's probably going to be like 1845, 1846 or something like that. Disappointingly enough. Of course, the Ottomans want to get them in our sphere, but there's going to be at some point, Egypt and the Ottomans. I don't think they're going to get along too well, especially since the Ottomans are going to lose great power status soon, eventually, anyways, right? Right? They're 68 to 65. Yeah, they're very, very close to just losing it entirely. So, yeah, Rio Grande lost. Not too surprising. Do you just want to be annexed, Texas? Oh, they have a lot of CBs. They have a lot of cores. I'm hoping that they don't declare war on Mexico, and then expect me to get involved. You know, hoping. I mean, if I annex them, I'll have these CBs too, so it's not like it's like that big of a deal. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this video. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.